supposed to be.
I'm gonna go with a Kazucho.
It's just Caitlin that has hers. She has her own.
It is
It's
3 minutes
5
to
more
3.
minutes.
I would like to find my water bottle. I never made it to the bathroom.
Just take
All
them.
my choirs know they have. There's one person per choir who is in charge of my water bottle. Even the girls' choir.
That will be not. I guess that's my job now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Job when you're on it because I lose it everywhere. Okay, I'm just gonna get water. Yes. Yeah. Yes, you do. That's fine.
It looks very pretty when you look in behind the door.
Yes, it does.
I was telling Gail, that big Christmas tree they always have. They can't find
Oh, they can't
one.
find?
Well, they found one part, but they didn't find the other part.
Oh.
And I can't imagine it wasn't together. So that,
The part that they found, was it up there?
yeah.
It's gotta be up there somewhere.
They wouldn't have put pieces
I wouldn't think so.
No.
He always has, well, Dave Unwin, Ryan Page, and they were the ones that always worked. Yeah, everything. Yeah, yeah.
I was hoping they joined the choir.
So was I.
I was going to say good evening. This is how tired I am. I want to go to bed. Good afternoon. My name is Christine Dandavino, and I am the music facilitator and not director at Faith United Church. I started working here in August, and I told them when I got hired here, it's going to be my way or the highway. And they said, okay. And I got the job somehow. No, I've been very blessed to work here. It feels like every Sunday coming to one big welcoming family, and that much I appreciate. And as some of you may or may not know, I'm Indigenous, so my family comes from the band called Kitiganzibi Anishinaabeg, which is near Maniwaki in Quebec, near Ottawa. I am not a big fan of land acknowledgement because in my heart, this land, I share it with everyone who is born in Canada or moves to Canada. That's just my perspective as one Indigenous person, but that does not mean I don't believe in land acknowledgement. All I acknowledge of Mother Earth is that she has provided for my family. And I am so grateful to live here in Canada and to share this beautiful land with anyone who wishes to call Durham Region or all of Canada home. Thank you for everyone who, and Mother Nature, please behave during our concert. I would like, for the safety of all our performers, to return home this evening nice and warm. So we have a wide variety of performers today. One of the beautiful things we have here at Faith United is that we all share music ministry with our own talents and all gifts. And I, as a professional musician, never believed there was such a thing as level and professional. We are all musicians, and as long as we worship through music, that's fine with me. So one day, someone said, well, what's the sound, the kazoo, Jesus is coming? It's because I'm obsessed with the kazoo. I wanted to be a professional kazooist as a young person, and someone told me that did not exist. Now, I had a kazoo artist, but considering their age of 4, they are having a bit of a moment. So we will let this beautiful artist take their time, and I will sound the kazoo, because I always wanted to be a kazooist. Sound the kazoo, Jesus is coming. And I believe our first performance is, and we also worship a lot through interactive and not so in pre-recorded. So our first performer is on video.
Hello, my name's Elena Keating. I'm a 17-year-old girl. I have long brown hair and glasses. Today I'm wearing a green sweater and black pants. Tonight I'll be playing Hark the Herald Angels Sing on my piano.
I have a story. In a land, a great distant land, far, far away, there was a hill near a city. And on top of this hill was the most magnificent cathedral you could possibly imagine. It was gathered, people would gather every Sunday to attend this services in this cathedral, and on special holy days such as Christmas. The great arch coming in to the cathedral was magnificent, and when people arrived and went through the arch, the beginning of the sanctuary was so large, it was hard to see the back of it where the actual altar was and the organ. The really special thing about this cathedral was the tower. It was a bell tower. It was so high that people rarely saw it unless the weather was very, very clear. But the magic part of the bell tower was it had chimes, Christmas chimes. And these Christmas chimes were to ring if somebody brought a gift to the Christ child that was worthy. Nobody had heard these Christmas chimes for many, many years, and people began to doubt that such a thing was really real. Why, it was said when they were heard, it sounded like angel wings, and the wind through the angel wings. but nobody had heard. But at Christmas, people would bring gifts, hoping that the sound would be heard. Now, in a nearby village, there was a young lad named Pedro, and Pedro and his little brother would chat as they would go about their day. Pedro said, "You know, I have heard the Christmas Eve service at that magnificent cathedral on top of the hill just outside the city is so beautiful. They say that the music is just magnificent and the candlelight, it's wonderful. Some people say that even Jesus sometimes may come down and speak to us. Do you think if we went, he would?" Pedro's little brother said, "Well, I don't know. Maybe we should go." "Do you think?" And so the plan was hatched, and the two boys decided on Christmas Eve they would slip away. And sure enough, Christmas Eve came, and the ground was hard with frost, and the snow was falling very lightly, and off the boys went. They traveled most of the afternoon, and they got just outside the city, just as it was becoming dusk, and they could see the great arch of the city, and up on the hill they saw the cathedral. But on the road, there was a dark something, and the boys approached this happening, and when they got close, they realized it was a woman. A poor woman had fallen, and she was cold. She was so cold and obviously very hungry. Pedro came and shook the woman, but she didn't wake up. He took her arm and pulled it, but she didn't move. Pedro said to his little brother, "I'm going to have to stay with this woman. I have to rub her, keep her alive. You go on to the Christmas Eve service by yourself." "By myself?" said the little brother. "I can't go by myself. Why, we were planning to do this together." Pedro said, "If I don't stay, she'll die. And if I stay and rub her and keep her alive, maybe she'd eat the bun in my pocket. And you go see everything twice, once for you and once for me." Oh. And he reached in his pocket and he pulled out a little silver coin and he said, "Here, if you get a chance, when no one's looking, you slip it up to the altar and put it on the altar as a gift to the Christ child." Well, little brother didn't really want to go by himself, but Pedro was insistent. And so little brother went on his way, and Pedro's tears just fell down his cheeks with disappointment. He turned to the woman, and the little brother went ahead. He went through the gates of the city and up the hill, and there was the great arch of the cathedral. And when he went into that cathedral, the music filled the whole building. And the candlelight, it was magnificent. Pedro's little brother slipped into the back seat, and he listened carefully to the service. And then it was time for people to bring their gifts, as was the custom. First, a painter came, and he brought a wonderful painting. It was beautiful. And he put the painting in the priest's hands, and the priest held it up and laid it on the altar and waited. Each time thinking that maybe this gift would make those chimes ring. But it was quiet. The next person came. Why, it was an older woman with such wonderful jewels. Why, they were magnificent jewels. And she took the jewels and she gave them to the priest, and he lifted them up and laid them on the altar and waited. It was quiet. There were a number of people that brought gifts after that. And each one, they waited, and nothing. And then the king came. The king himself, so proud and erect, and he marched up the aisle of that great cathedral, and he took the gold crown from his own head, and he handed it to the priest. Surely the chimes would ring. And the priest took the gold crown and lifted it and laid it on the altar and waited. And nothing. The king started to leave, and indeed all the people started to leave. And then the priest held up his hands, and silence reigned. You could hear the chimes. They sounded like the wind in the angel wings. They sounded magic. They were the most beautiful sound you could possibly imagine. And people all strained to see what gift was that had made those chimes ring. And when they looked at the altar, the only thing different was a small silver coin. Thank you.
I
Can you hear me? Going to try something a little different today. In the bleak midwinter, frosty wind made moan. Earth stood hard as iron, water like a stone. Snow had fallen, snow on snow, snow on snow. In the bleak midwinter, long ago. Enough for him who cherubim worship night and day. A breast full of milk and a manger full of hay. Enough for him whom angels fall down before. The ox and ass and camel, which adore. Angels and archangels may have gathered there, cherubim and seraphim throng the air, but his mother only in her maiden bliss worship the beloved with a holy kiss. What can I give him, poor as I am? If I were a shepherd, I would bring a lamb. If I were a wise man, I would do my part. Yet what I can, I give him. I will give my heart. I will give my heart. I will give my heart. I will give my heart.
Okay, for the numbers that have words on the screen, our audience can also sing. Everyone is welcome to sing. And if you can't see the words, la 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 also works. Or boo boo boo, or BDB, like my choir would say.
yet feel desire in my chest. But I'm blessed, looking in the eyes of my children, surrounded by the love I've been given. Don't want to take a moment for granted. Sometimes it's so easy to forget, to be grateful for the life I've been living. I'm learning to have faith and forgiving. Sometimes I lift my heart to the heavens, just so I remember that I'm blessed. Here we are together, taking time for one another underneath the Christmas tree, sweeter than a symphony. It means everything to me. Sharing all our stories of our failures and our glories, even when our hopes got torn. We made it through the storm, and I couldn't ask for more, 'cause I'm blessed, looking in the eyes of my children, surrounded by the love I've been given. Don't want to take a moment for granted. Sometimes it's so easy to forget, to be grateful for the life I've been living. I'm learning to have faith and forgiving. Sometimes I lift my heart to the heavens when I'm down and I'm lost and I'm tired, when it feels the whole world is on fire. Close my eyes and imagine a choir. Even when it feels like a mess, have to take a good look inside me, yes. In my hurts where I found the holy. I guess I'll never be perfect, but I try my best to remember I'm blessed. Looking in the eyes of my children, surrounded by the love I've been given. Don't want to take a moment for granted. Sometimes it's so easy to forget, to be grateful for the life I've been living. I'm learning to have faith and forgiving. Sometimes I lift my heart to the heavens, just so I remember that I'm blessed.
All the windows were dark. No one knew he was there. All the who's were all dreaming, sweet dreams without care.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as kindly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel. You're a monster Mr. Grinch. Your heart's an empty hole. Your brain is full of spiders. You got garlic in your soul, Mr. Grinch. I wouldn't touch you with a 39 and a half foot pole.
All I need is a reindeer. So he took his dog Max, and he took some black thread, and he tied a big horn on the top of his head. And the Grinch said, "Giddy up!" And the sleigh started down to the homes where the Who's lay a snooze in their town. "This is stop number 1, the old Grinchy Claus hissed, as he climbed to the roof, empty bags in her fist. Then he slid down the chimney, a rather tight pinch. But if Santa could do it, then so could the Grinch. Then he slithered and slunk with a smile most unpleasant around the whole room and took every present. Pop guns, pompadours, cookies and drums, checkerboards, mistletoes, popcorn and plums, and he stuffed them in bags. Then the Grinch very nimbly stuffed all the bags, one by one, up the chimney.
You're a foul one, Mr. Grinch. You're a nasty, wasty skunk. Your heart is full of unwashed socks. Your soul is full of gunk, Mr. Grinch.
The 3 words that best describe you are as follows, and I quote, stink, stank, stunk. You nauseate me, Mr. Grinch, with a nauseous super nose. You're a crooked, jerky jockey, and you drive a crooked horse, Mr. Grinch. You're a 3-decker, sauerkraut, and toadstool sandwich with arsenic sauce. Where do I put my scripts?
Whether the king has been born.
The hymnal never stays open to this one because some music facilitators, directors don't like it. I like it. First to a bit louder. The angels need to hear us.
I'm loud, but I don't want to scream either. Okay, so the joys of working at Faith United is we also share our sanctuary and our facility with a lot of people. And I found out that this beautiful choir rehearses sometime in the week. I don't know when. It doesn't matter. And they are called Happy Harmony. So let's welcome them. I've never heard them, but I heard them for a few seconds, and it's beautiful. So I will turn it to them. Thank you.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear
It's not on the program. Okay.
Well, thank you. That was a beautiful surprise. And I often tell people when we're a musician, we are either rehearsing, traveling to rehearsal, or performing. So sometimes we don't get to go to a lot of concerts. So thank you so much for sharing this. Today, Callista Wilson was supposed to be our guest soloist. Unfortunately, she called me this morning and I couldn't hear her. So I said, text me. And she said, I can't speak, so I can't sing. I said, stay home and rest. So I will add something to the program. And this is a piano piece. So my beautiful mother, who lives in Northern Ontario, where she always laughs. She goes, people in the GTA don't know what Christmas is. They already have a foot and a half of snow, if not more. Anyhow, and she's very concerned that I never play piano publicly. I said, well, I play piano at church every Sunday. That doesn't count. So according to my mother, that does not count. So I will play this beautiful short solo called Snow on Kamouraska that was composed by André Gagnon in Quebec. I don't know if she'll think that counts. I don't know. So we are shortly coming to the end of our concert, and again, thank you everyone for attending and participating and all the food donations. I was expecting one bag, not a full table. I don't even know where it's going, but I'm assuming people at the church are very organized that way, and they will make sure it goes to where it is the most needed. And as someone I've advocated for poverty and mental health and addiction most of my life. It's something that I'm very passionate about, and we all know that the cost of food is beyond real. I don't even know what other word I can say. So if you are able to make any financial donations to any food banks, because if some food banks, I don't know everywhere, but I support Feed the Need of Durham quite a bit, because $1 there, they have more buying power than our own dollar at the store. So I chose a very sad song, but it's not very sad. I like it. So you're stuck listening to me. Christmas, why can't I find you? Why have you gone away? Where is the laughter you used to bring me? Why can't I hear music play? My world is changing, rearranging. Does that mean Christmas changes too? No, 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 no. Well, are you Christmas? Do you remember the one you used to know? I'm not the same one. See what the time's done. Is that why you have let me go? Christmas is here and everywhere. Christmas is here if you care. If there is love in your heart and your mind, you will feel like Christmas all the time. I feel you, Christmas. I know I found you. You never fade away. The joy of Christmas stays inside us, fills each and every heart with love. Where are you, Christmas? Fills your heart with love. And make sure, if the only piece of advice I can tell anyone, and I'm not supposed to give advice, take the extra time. Pick up the phone, write that letter, say hello to the neighbor. Maybe that's a bit grouchy. My neighbor is so grouchy. Every day I say hi, and I get, I'm like, but I keep saying hi. Because one day I might get a hi bye. So let's sing Joy to the World. Oh. Oh.
Thank you very much, Christine. Aw, that was not.
These choristers spoil me. I think even if I get fired, I'll keep coming back just for the presents. Oh, you're too kind. Thank you. Thank you so much. Actually, we'll give her some time. So I have some kazoos here. I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to give them away, but I decided I'm giving them away. So, oh, this is hard. Who is our, who has a birthday coming up in the next week?
Oh, nobody's good. Oh,
Where? I can't see. Who?
her daughter, Maya.
Oh, is she gone? Okay, well, she gets a kazoo. Happy birthday, wherever you are. There we go. Do we have a birthday, another birthday coming up? Where? Keep this up and I'll sing to you. Happy birthday. Okay, who has a birthday in August? Because that's my birthday month. Usually there's a lot of August babies.
Danny.
Oh, Danny's my favorite. He gets a kazoo. That's just how it works. There is no rules here. I'm making them up as I go. I cheat at cards. But you know. And I think there's someone who helps me here a lot, who's very patient with me, who always smiles and always says, "Are you going to be okay?" And I always say, "I don't know." And that's our beautiful minister, Reverend Larry. He gets a kazoo for putting up with my antics. Thank you. Okay. We should have we should do this only once a year, please. Okay, so now we're going to, if you are able, only if you are able, please rise to sing Joy to the World, because it's my favorite. And it's so beautiful, and we live in Canada, so here we go. Thank you, everyone. And if some performers wish to take pictures, now's the time. Please drive home safely. Have a blessed and safe holiday and Christmas season. Love one another and be good. And keep singing.